like I said, one was to leave. I forgot the other city that they had bombed yesterday, and it was infrastructure. It was the downtown city, the ones that they trying to get bodies out of right now. The one that what's the infrastructure? No, Johnny, I'm telling you. You said that Iran is important infrastructure in Israel. I can tell you, for example, what Israel is in Iran, the names of the people and the infrastructure. And I'm asking you to do the same because you made some kind of calculation. I'm really interested. I'm asking. And I'll put some footage. I mean, like, I'm not, this ain't no battle. I'm footage. I'm asking you, what is the infrastructure? You said, like, I'm trying to understand. I don't know the name of it. I'm not trying to. What type of infrastructure, sir, do you believe that Iran is? I said, I do not know that. Why are you trying to argue? It's not an argument. If you have something like, I'm trying to understand you. You said you gave up a score of Iran 3 and Israel 0. Then you said that I need decoy and they need important infrastructure. I'm just basically trying to get your information because you obviously get a different information than the rest of us. I'm asking what kind of infrastructure that Iran needs in Israel. Whatever happened in Khalid, the one that's going viral right now. What is Khalid? Where's Khalid? You talking about Tel Aviv? Yeah, Tel Aviv, yes, I'm sorry about it. Okay, Tel Aviv, you're talking about the residential building, the tower, that is the infrastructure? That's it. That's the infrastructure. That's the infrastructure, right? Keep in mind, like, you can't really not have, like, some damage there. It's a huge city. Exactly. It's a huge ass city. Yeah, it's only infrastructure building. Residential building infrastructure that is, like, I'm thinking, what is the strategic? What is the strategic or tactical advantage of hitting a residential building? I'll tell you what we are hitting. We are hitting missile depots, missile manufacturers, fuel depots, government officials, army officials. Like I can list a list of 20 people from the heads of the army, the head of the Navy, the head of the Air Force, the head of the IRGC Air Force, the head of the IRGC Navy. If you have the footage and stuff like that, post it. Footage of what? Of a dead body and you will recognize it? The Iranians themselves admitted that they're dead. They now Daniel. I just explained to you what's happening. Okay, these nappy-headed ass fucking monkeys. Okay, no. Trump America has become the Nazi face of modern times, which are black bullshit. Every fucking corner you all go to, they are talking about Jews, talking about Nazi talking points. You all have become fucking Nazis. Barrages come usually at night in 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, so there's when the violence in Israel, they stop about 90 to 95% of this. Not every one of them in this neighborhood. Because they were oppressed by the white man, so they got out. Okay, that's our struggle. Farrakhan's brainwashing. That's exactly the reason why this shit is happening. Farrakhan's brainwashing. You know what I mean? I can't wait for that monkey chicken fucking gorilla to be put into the fucking grave where you belong. As the Louis Farrakhan has caused the devastation and the violence and the bullshit that he's caused in Black America. I can't wait until that banana-eating chimp has been put into the fucking grave. I really don't give a fuck about none of that. I ain't want to know what white people here. So, but anyways, like I was saying, I'm more when it goes to I'm saying so far, I just had conversation much at that people had so say that anymore is someone that's actually talking about this funny them niggas bro, work for front place to rob everybody else and send their fucking dirty ass cathedral influence throughout these Islamic states and countries. We don't say shit, but the minute they have to get hit up, now we got this man, look, we play you. The fuck out the teachers. I don't give no fucks. I don't give no fucks. I don't care if it's Iran. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck all the terrorist motherfuckers. What's happening in the past?
This would become please zero to Israel. He like gonna put sort of stock into the fact that in Israel we have different people with phones and we fucking like dumbasses by like shoot the things off the limited disruptions that Iran has been able to cause. atomic researchers have been. Oil depots, by the way, with videos burning. Israel has operational freedom over Tehran's skies. It's basically, we can bombard them. It's like it's not even strikes from afar. We just can fly over the capital and fucking drop bombs on them. Humiliation for a country on a level that, like you have no idea. Like it's the same like if Russians can fly over Washington and fucking drop bombs on the White House.
Iran managed to kill 10 civilians. That is their big success. Like random civilians. Like some of them are above 60, some of them are below 10. That is not strategic or tactical advantage in any sort. They didn't manage to destroy any infrastructure.
Three Arab women up north. There has
it's a mother and two children.
And Arab been weeping on air today on his reputation, talking about his wife, like a second degree. How do you call it? She had like 2 degrees in Arabic and Hebrew. His daughters, his whatever, like in-law.
It kind of reminds me of when Hamas was saying, we are winning, we are winning. It's like detached from reality and from facts.
Hey, Matt, do you want to know real quick before I let these gentlemen go on?
Oh, yeah, do it. Sure.
What you gotta do, right? You gotta press those 3 buttons on the right side.
So you want to click on the top right, okay, and then you want to scroll down.
You see, this guy is unhinged, man.
Who's unhinged?
See, you unhinged.
Matt, give me a mod. I'll do it. I won't kick it. I'll move myself down.
So then you press on those 3, and then you change from hand to from everyone to a specific. I don't remember what it says, but it says something like that people have to have their hand raising, and now you can move people down. And once you move people down, then you can like switch back and forth. So you basically got it.
I got it. It's a toggling thing.
I am. Are you doing it?
That's horrible.
Oh my God! Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the room today.
Oh, so it's,
I'll get you back. Hold on. Using it as an example.
No worries, man. I just wanted to give you that.
oh, so it's
Nah, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Well, I'll go down again, bro. I just want to listen.
No, you can come back up. It's cool, man. It's fine. Whatever.
No, I'm good, man. I just want to listen to the conversation anyhow.
All right.
But I wanted to give you the possibility if people are unruly, so you can move them down.
Yeah, I already removed 1 or 2 people. I'm probably like, what the fuck is going on?
Right. Hey, no, but the other dude I was talking to, that has that accent, I was asking you, saying like, where, like, I don't see any footage of too many bombs and stuff like that with Iran. That's the reason I was saying.
Why are you watching? Dude, because I see it like in the last 3 days, almost 24/7.
I don't think I'm asking.
Like, I'm interested in.
Bro, I don't know if you on the defensive side, or if, I don't know if you know how to like just have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm not having a conversation. I'm just saying that if you say something, I'm trying to help you. And you're saying stuff that have no basis in reality. You said it like 3 times, and every time that I ask you to give some information, you run away. Go ahead.
No, I didn't run away. I said, can you post the link? That's all I'm asking.
Do you have a Telegram channel with some footage of Iranian devastation?
Just to add some context, Daniel, where are you from?
I'm from Israel.
Okay, so this is what I mean about these nappy-headed black fucking monkeys. You're arguing ignorantly with a person who lives there. Do you live in Israel, Tony?
Can you stop talking to me?
Do you live in Israel, Tony?
I want to ask you to stop talking.
Do you live in Israel? How come you haven't called your father for Father's Day, Tony? How come you haven't called your father for Father's Day? You argue like a woman. So again, yes, I know that you've been raised by nappy-headed fat black bitch. Right? You probably don't know who the fuck to call on Father's Day. Okay, but you want to tell this Israeli person what the fuck is going on in Israel? You can't even find your father. You can't even find your father to send him golf clubs on fucking Father's Day. Yet you want to tell an Israeli person what the fuck is going on in his home.
You argue with yourself. No one gets by what you
No, you're fucking dumb. That's exactly what we're tired of. You nappy-headed ass fucking monkeys always do this shit.
How can a black person called another black person monkey. How stupid are you?
I mean, to be fair, white people look like monkeys, actually.
In better news, Elon went ahead, so our U.S. government could have access over Iran. He went ahead because they shut down all of the Wi-Fi this morning, and he opened up all his Starlinks for them.
Oh, yeah.
So that the U.S., we have access.
Starlink there now? Yeah, let's take over Iran, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck that Islamic regime. Let's take over.
They're basically in crisis mode. They're not. They don't want any of the news, the foreign coverage over the war, to really spread to the people, because they don't want the people to feel like that the IRGC is in any kind of real trouble, and so they're threatening anybody who shares any information from the outside world. It's a shit show.
Iran is going to have to come to the negotiating table sooner rather than later if they know what's good for them. But, the United States government has the ability to disrupt internet and communications and do all these viral implants. And, this is a highly coordinated event. When you actually draft a military operation, there are so many details of the highest degree. I mean, this didn't just come out of a 30-day prep session or something. You got to understand the U.S. government and Israel have been doing this type of analysis and research and planning for just forever. It's like a never-ending process that has been going on for many, many years.
And you threaten the U.S., believe me, space.
Who still hasn't? No, hold on, man. No, Tony, you still haven't learned your fucking lesson. You looking for links in the chat. You need to ask that fat, bald-headed black bitch where the fuck your father is. Okay, that's what you need to be asking on Father's Day. You don't need to be trying to put Israelis in no fucking gotcha moment. In typical monkey fucking fashion, you need to be asking that bald-headed, fat, shower cap wearing black bitch where the fuck your father is. You don't need to be looking for links in the chat. Go call your father, Tony. Go call your father. Maybe he's gonna call you collect from the joint.
Can y'all move this gay ass dude out the room, please? We can't even have a normal conversation.
He is sort of recorded.
We have now
Part of our friends, they'll be back.
Tony, we have 24/7 news cycles right now. We are getting information from Iran. We actually even have people in Iran, and we're having a conversation with them. We are seeing videos of the damages, both from the IDF. That is, hold on, listen to me. Stop interrupting. Listen. We are getting videos both from the IDF that is documenting those hits, and we are getting videos from on the ground, from the explosions, and we see that people are flooding Tehran. We are getting this information out. You say I did not see. I cannot force you to see. Where are you? What is your source actually? I'm not going to force for you, okay? As I said, if you will not stop talking all the time, you will be able to listen. What I'm saying is, we are watching 24/7 live videos, okay, that are coming as this is progressing in real time. There are things that are happening all the time, and we're getting that information. Now, I don't know if you're interested in it or you just are not getting the information, but to say that because you don't see the information, that it doesn't exist, that is an ignorant point of view.
Bro, that's
Oh my God, you ignorant fucking porch monkey. He lives in Israel. Why don't you learn something? Close your monkey mouth. Go eat a banana. And why don't you learn something with your black ass for a change? Why do black people have to come up on this fucking app? The fucking dox me. Dox me. Go into my public record and see if you don't tip some shit off that's going to actually give up your location. You don't know who the fuck I'm related to, bro. You don't know who the fuck I'm related to, so again, dox me. Dox me and be afraid for your fucking life.
I won't. Trust me. You trust me. But if I have real connections with Jewish people and everything else like that, I will have your life all fucked up, please.
Ooh, you heard it. That's a death threat. That's a death threat.
Fucking chimp was raised by a fucking single nappy-headed fat black bitch, right? Right, Tony. Where's your father on Father's Day? That's why you argue like a woman. I'm gonna lose your argument, so I'm gonna violate the law in my state. Back away, Tony. You back me in my state, your life is gonna get fucked up. Okay? You back me in my state, and your life life is gonna get fucked up. Right? And I got a whole fucking legal team to work them fucking pockets out. Fuck around and find out, Tony. Fuck around and find out, Tony.
I was super bold right now.
Right. You think a nappy-headed fucking monkey.
We don't do. One thing I don't do is we don't go and tell my friends that you're gonna dox and shit like that. Don't do that, dude. So you can just sit down there for a while, Tony.
Now sit down there and think about it, right? Right before you're about to pull up. I got a shotgun next to my nightstand and a pistol under my fucking pillow.
I just reported Tony to the Clown House authorities for making a veiled death threat. FYI, I don't want any.
I gave since Tony asked, I gave you a link to an Israeli media, Online News. It's in English, right? So you don't even need to translate, and you can add it to your roster of the things that you're getting information from. Maybe then you will see what's happening. Like to help.
I stand with Adams on this one. Stand your ground, Adams. How dare he make veiled
What are
threats
you talking
against
about
you?
bullying? Your mama bullied you, right? Your mama, that fat, nappy-headed black bitch in a shower cap is the one who fucking bullied you, right? Because she put the arm behind your back and having you to fight in one fucking arm because you don't have a father in the home. That's why you sit up here threatening the dox bitch, you fucking nappy-headed ass fucking gorilla.
Oh my god.
Well, this has been a very frank and honest and open conversation, and I, for one, am looking forward to a new Iran. An Iran where Muslim extremists don't rule by extremism and hate, misogyny. I'm looking forward to a beautiful water park, incredible experience in Esfahan. I can't wait to go to the Grand Bazaar in my shorts without feeling that I might get beheaded. I don't know. I have a vision for Iran.
What's going on, Okie? Hey, man, like where in SoCal are you? I mean, have you met some people in Orange County? I mean, like, Orange County is densely populated with Persians and Persians are Iranians. Have you met any of them? Have you talked to those folks?
And most of them are pro-Israel. I grew up in Orange County.
I know, wow. Well, pro-Israel, and also they hate their own government. So essentially, what I'm trying to say is, like, Iran was never a core religious country like that, what it is today. They have been, their country name has been renamed from Iran to Republic Islamic of Iran. Their fucking flag changed. Everything was changed. So, I mean, Iran is the only country that I think the United States give asylum so easily. Because people over there just don't want to live there, because they just hate their own government.
If you're gay, you have to undergo trans surgery there.
Huh?
If you're gay, you have to undergo trans surgery there, and you can sell your liver. I mean, your kidney.
Yeah, it's more than just hate. I mean, they have executions, they're imposing all those rules. Hate is like, it sounds like a Western criticism, which is valid. My point being is, like, the people are good people. It's just that the regime is like something that most of them hate. And in fact, the people that I've interacted to, because I went to school in LA. I grew up around a lot of Iranians as well. I want to tell, like, those people would like help, like, obviously not in a war kind of like thing, like where it's going to impact all the innocent people, but if there's a way for other countries to come along together and be able to overthrow the government that's currently ruling Iran.
How do you imagine that happens without war? I mean, people have been trying for decades now. Yeah.
You're right. That's the whole point. I just don't know. And they tried that, like, civil unrest, and they did protest and all that kind of stuff. They got beaten up very badly. The entire country.
Most Iranians I've talked to, though,
yeah,
they understand that this is going to require some sort of sacrifice on their part. They don't have weapons. They don't have the right to really resist. They are brutally struck down in the streets. There is no regard for protest. The things that go on here, it's laughable. Like, the whole no kings, are you fucking shitting me? Try going somewhere else. You would be murdered in the street.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. And right now, I think time when they have protests and all that stuff going on, they shut down the internet on the entire country. Everything was shut down. Like even now, I think half of the people can communicate with outside.
Well, Musk actually is providing internet to the Iranian people right now. Correct. I can't give emojis because Joe and Paul took away my emojis.
No.
But yes, Al, you were absolutely correct. He did.
So, is there? I mean, like, how can I actually have that information passed on to my other Iranian friends? Because
get them here on Clown House. Tell them to download the app through Starlink onto their phones so we can get open communication into Iran.
Yeah, only if I can talk to them. The people who are there, would they even know this is what they needed to do?
There's Iranian rooms.
Well, we cleared out our embassy. We have like a very small selection of people that are still left there to get them out onto our boats. But yeah, the Air Force Base here, which is Space Force, the guys and ladies had to go in this morning. They went ahead and tested out their sirens, and they're ready. You threaten America, we're ready for you to
Wait, hold on. I have a special announcement. It's Gay Pride Month. Tony is itching to go get his booty hole sprayed in the LA County Jail. He wants to get his booty hole sprayed in the LA County Jail so badly. He's like, man, Adams, I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him. He's probably packing his little fanny pack full of lube right now. He wants to go to the LA County Jail and get his monkey black nappy headed ass locked up.
He can't afford lube. He told you he's going to spit in your asshole. He told gross mother. Oh, Walmart shopping cart. That's a Walmart shopping cart. I believe so. It shows me the emojis, but I can't utilize them. And I can't even tap on any of your heads. And
you gotta update. It's not just for you, it's also for me. You have Android?
Android, yeah.
Yeah, also for me. But there's an update, let me check it.
Wait, now he's backpedaling in the chat, y'all. You see how these black men are? Like, he wants to go from murdering me, now he's trying to take me to the Cheesecake Factory for drinks. Like, this is, you see? And the cheapness, too.
Hey, Matt, could you maybe pin my YouTube channel to the room? I am restreaming Patty's propaganda shithole. Her disgusting Democrat, liberal, Marxist, communist, shit-talking, veteran, woohoo, bullshit artist room onto YouTube. And I feel like, you know, these unrecorded rooms, there should be a record of these rooms and who these people are and the type of shit they say. Because I have heard so many death threats, an insane amount of Jew hate. The reverse racism and the propaganda and the lies on this app should be documented. These people, like their profile IDs should be recorded and possibly their identities ultimately disclosed at some point, because you will find out that a lot of the inauthentic cocksuckers on this app are actually being paid to be here. And where they find the time to put together these rooms and go for 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, I do not know. While their personal lives burn down around them, you know nothing about their background.
What do you think?
I agree.
We start an outing campaign.
I say we out these fuckers.
I got nothing to lose because I don't threaten people's lives, and I work for myself. My boss is a bitch. Call her. Fuck off, motherfucker. Yeah, let's start an outing.
I agree. I hope my bosses have gotten calls and emails about me, because you know what? If my bosses stand with these people, I don't want to fucking work with them to begin with.
And anyway, you can play the recording for your boss and say, "What would you do?"
Exactly. And you know, these cocksuckers in their unrecorded rooms who kick all my profiles out, block everything I have. Clown House amazingly created the anonymous, and so now I'm going to restream the biggest rooms into all my YouTube channels, and I need all your help and support to spam it out there so we can essentially nullify what they're doing. And this is the thing about reverse reframing what they're doing. If we reframe their bullshit.
I work for Monkey Business Media. Okay, if you call my boss, okay, the CEO of Monkey Business Media, my mother, you're definitely not getting. I call, the COO, my father, a black man, he's going to answer the phone and call you a monkey too, and he may offer to cash app you to postmate some bananas to your house to shove into your monkey face during your workday because you're broke as hell and don't have a job. So again, good luck calling my employers.
You'll see how emotionally triggered they get when they find out they're being recorded and put on a YouTube live. And I've experienced it firsthand.
This makes me so happy right now. Edmund, you have no idea the renewed vigor I have. Now you will admit you've done some bullshit in the past, but I think we have a new, common, much more nefarious
Partnership.
monster, and I think a partnership is warranted at this point, and I absolutely co-sign, and I am fine with outing terrorists. I really am.
I agree.
Hell, aren't you proud of me? I went through this whole room arguing with that monkey and didn't say anything racist, and I certainly didn't utter the N-word. Okay, this is a groundbreaking moment. This is a groundbreaking moment.
You're growing
making
up. I'm so
progress.
proud of you.
You're making progress, Adam.
Guys, we'll give some
Look at us. We've all come so far. I'm proud of us right now. Can we have a little kumbaya up in this bit? I have to say, the best recordings Edmund ever did was he recorded me saying I refuse to call anybody on this app a doctor because there's not one person on this app that's not a doctor. And then they replayed it for me. It was hilarious. I'm like, I sure did. Yep, that's my voice.
No, listen. I find that offensive. Okay, I got my doctorate while I was on Clubhouse. Okay, I am a primatologist. I know a monkey when I see one, especially a nappy-headed monkey. A nappy-headed monkey that was raised by a bald-headed fat black bitch. Okay, so the fact that you are denouncing my expertise, I find that deeply offensive. I paid a lot of money for my dissertation. Okay.
In the basement with their fuck you. Oh, tough guy. You can't even chat. You can't say anything. What's it with your little finger? Fuck you. Yeah, no, but fuck you right back.
Hey, Matt, can you try to kick that like,
You can't.
yeah, you can't kick cannons. What is that basically? Can somebody educate me on that one?
Anonymous.
It's a subscription that you buy.
Yeah, you can't kick them out of your room. And just like that, Clubhouse is great again. It's a great day.
So it's lip names, it's flipping a bird, and you can't kick it, and we don't know what the fuck it's doing in the room. Is that what
I'm frankly very pleased that person has to sit on mute and listen to us talk our shit. It gives me great joy because they're so chicken shit. I'm pleased.
We don't even know if that's a person. I mean, I see that.
Oh, it's a person, and I'm happy about it. It's actually a leftist retard.
Guys, everything's gonna be alright if you give us Konjuski as a dummy.
Lets you unknown.
I just updated my app and the emojis are working again.
Wait, Matt, I just noticed something on Tony's profile. Bring him up to the stage, please. Tell me if you noticed the same thing.
I did the plus sign. We'll see if he comes up.
No. I'm talking about the fuck ice.
Oh no, I did see that, Tony. Yeah, he has the fucking.
Yeah, bring him back up.
He's coming, I think. I don't know. He's sick. He got it here. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is.
So I spammed out my live stream to everybody on my phone via text message, and people are asking me, what is this bullshit? And I say it's called Terrorist Liberals, the movie.
Oh my god, that's a great title.
Or Liberal Terrorists, the movie. That'd be the better way to say it.
So Tony, why you got smoked for ice?
Bro, I'm not talking to you, bro. Oh, guys.
Adams, I love how people say, they don't want to communicate with you. But here they are.
No, it's because he can't go have a conversation. Sorry, I'll defer that.
So you can't have a conversation without throwing bananas and threatening to kill people.
What is this, Mario Kart, the
Threatening
movie?
to dodge people. You didn't do that, Tony?
No.
Oh, no, Tony didn't do that.
single black woman homeschooling.
We do have recording titled Tony, and you'll highlight and feature the leftists of the day.
Tony the Training.
You always been had cool conversations with each other, and this dude's acting how he's acting, and you turn it on right now.
How much are you for no reason?
Tony, don't fall for the bait, Tony. This is a bait room, Tony.
I don't think Beth said anything.
No. This is a Real Housewives of Atlanta tactic. I'm telling you, the single motherhood parenting is coming
I
out.
said some shit. Did you put that on Beth? Oh no, it's me right here, bitch. Okay, was that just talking just now? Like 5 seconds ago?
No, it's not that.
These are being recorded and cataloged. Edmund is going to say that the morning. Okay, where was I just? I'm not looking on my phone. On.
Cheers, guys.
So who's that talking to me just a second? I can't read because I'm a retard. What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm not looking at my phone.
Open your eyes and look at the
Nobody
phone.
cares then, okay? Nobody cares. Okay, I realize. Like, it's not.
What are you talking about? You're in the Matrix.
If you need to get a new phone, how to pay your phone bill?
A new Obama phone.
It sounds like it. I don't know at all.
Tony, you're
Was spot on, and like so defining and so accurate and so predictive today. So, Tony, you to kill people, sir. You can't talk, okay? Because you've threatened to kill people and dox people, Tony. I'm sorry, you've been canceled. No, actually, I thought we died. Actually, you're canceled.
Cancel. Somebody ring the bell to confirm he's been canceled.
Ring it. That's a bitch.
Canceled.
so hard on it, man. Tony.
I hope you like party hats. I reported you, Tony.
Kill people. And you're throwing bananas.
When you threaten to kill people, people don't like that. It's just a thing, you know what I mean? Like, you threaten to kill me, like, I'm gonna probably not like you anymore. I don't know, it's just a thing, weird, like, how that works.
I never told you that.
You did it, and it's recorded. I love that for you.
You're live on YouTube, Dr. Tony.
You're live. Without saying what I hope you. You're live right now, top of the camera.
I do not give permission to be recorded. I don't consent to being recorded.
Honey, you signed the terms of service. I don't know if you read that shit.
I'm suing you all. I'm gonna sue you all.
I like this dude pushing Did you read your terms of service, Tony?
I'm gonna send that recording to KTLA.
You send that recording to
KTLA. These people are dangerous. They need to be stopped in the street. Like, what is going on?
Adams, I think that's a great idea. And then just like that recording from Edmund, we are all over this. I feel a new vigor. Clubhouse has been renewed. Me and you would always been cool and you acting funny today, but it's okay.
There's a man threatening to kill people.
I didn't threaten to kill you. I thought you died. No, you did. You did. I know that's what I did.
All right, I got the KTLA submission form right here. I'm submitting it right now, Dr. Adams.
She probably glitched out. She'll be back.
So does anyone else have any visions for Iran and what the potentials could be in a new Iranian government, a new name for the country? Does anybody have any new names for the new country since it's no longer going to be called Islamic?
I think that it'd just be really cool if they woke up tomorrow and Israel and Iran was gone. A lot of other
Israel?
Oh, fuck you, Pepe, with your, like, moral inconsistency. If you cannot separate between good and bad, that is a psychopathic behavior. You should check it out, dude. But there's a big problem with between Islamic terrorist regime and a democratic country where you can have like all your freedoms. And if you want them both gone, then sorry, you're an idiot.
I'll be honest. Israel's about the only place you can go, Pepe, in the Middle East, and you'll lose your head.
But I think Muslims can't have democracies because they're not compatible. So they have kings.
Right. So if you want to go visit beachfront property,
Pepe, if you want to go visit the new beachfront property, you're not going to be able to go to any of those other shithole places because they don't like you.
Well,
They don't like you.
If I want
If you want to go, because it's going to be lit, you're going to have to realize we have an ally and they won't unalive you.
But it would be just like living in hell because that's where all the Jews are going to be after they die. Why would I want to live around that?
My favorite people are Jews. I'm not going to lie. They are awesome.
Listen, the only solution for people like you is to visit Israel and then to see how much of a fool you've been. And then maybe you will come here and you behave differently. But I guess the choice is...
You know who had that reckoning? You know who used to talk like Pepe, or at least a little bit? Elon Musk, till he went there. And he was like, oh shit, these people are kind of cool. Oh, and he watched the video of the bullshit that happened on October 7th. Well, his mind got changed real fucking quick.
Well, he didn't have a... He made an offer.
He had a real change of heart.
Yeah, no, but what he did is he agreed with a post and said 100% facts regarding Jewish Americans and the values they push. So it was a little bit different. But then with the Israel thing, I didn't remember him saying anything negative about Israel, but just Jews in the U.S.
He had a reckoning.
Anyway, Israel is not going anywhere. And what the word that you're looking to say to Israel is thank you. And we will say...
I do thank you.
You're welcome.
Actually, I do thank you because you all are doing the work that nobody else has the balls to do, including the United States. So thank you. You are doing the world a favor. If we don't have to deal with Houthis and Hezbollah and a nuclear Iran, I mean, this sounds like a winning.
Let me ask, if you didn't want Israel to be over there, who would you rather replace Israel with if it's another country?
It'd be another terrorist state for sure. I mean, why would it not be?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what is
Me?
What's that, Tippy?
Oh, I personally don't care. I mean, it's
if we had Britain just proxied over there, or another country, I'm just saying in general, is it just that it's just another different country?
I think it'd be cool if America owned it, to be honest with you, because we would have the foreigners hold our beer while we commit proper genocide.
Yeah, I mean, we're already genocidal colonizers. We might as well just own Israel, right? That's where you're going.
And just so you know, Israel's existence also keeps American life safe. Even your life.
It does. Yep. The intelligence sharing alone is probably a big reason why we haven't been attacked. Again, thank you, Israel.
All the powerful countries thanks to Israel.
Israel stealing our intelligence and stealing enriched uranium and creating nukes. Now they have the Samson option where they'll nuke the whole world if anything happens to them.
Please grow up, okay? No one is stealing anything from you. It's a partnership where you benefit a lot.
They did steal our nuclear secrets. They did. It's already known.
Listen, you are not the geniuses of the world. Many countries were able to develop nuclear weapons, and believe me, outsiders will also be able to develop it. Not like Iraq had, Syria has. Dude, get off your, I don't know where you're living, but Israel is not only not stealing, we are developing things that the United States is not at war. We are at war, active war. So the thing that we are developing, we are giving it to you. And how convenient it is that our enemies are using the same weapons because they are getting it from the Chinese and the Russians, which happens to be also your enemy. So when you're using the weapons that you create and we then develop and make them better and we test them, then it helps your army and your country. We're not stealing shit from you, dude.
Weapons are 100% for free. I mean, I know Jews are all about.
It's not 100% for free. It's not 100% for free. First of all, the money is staying inside the United States.
We are contractors.
Yes, it's
so our taxpayers are getting more money. contract, or
Which means, at the end, it's American jobs. There are many, many Americans that are working at those factories, and you are getting paid for this. This is what is also running your economy. The fact that those people are getting paid. And at the end, we are getting this, and we are developing those weapons, and then we are giving it to you so you can even sell it.
The first day.
So you want to do it with somebody. I will just say one last thing. Okay, if we don't do it with you, we do it with others. So if you prefer that we will use and improve Russian weapons, just say the fucking word.
Yeah.
If you want us there, so say thank you again, Pepe.
Okay, you're correct. You're correct. I mean, you guys do, in fact, keep the country going. So you guys, the taxpayers, at the behest of the Israeli lobby, give you guys a bunch of weapons, which the money goes back into the military-industrial complex, which basically ends up just like redoing the cycle so you guys can kill children a little bit easier.
So we're
such a
saying
big deal.
we should hear among the because
this is such nonsense. Like, I'm not even responding with an answer. Just fucking grow up. I know that you don't want, and I know that you're doing it on purpose, so I will not fall for it. You guys say that you're giving a sugar, you're not fucking doing your shit, and then you talk to me about giving women and children.
You guys throw bagels and cream cheese at all the fucking Christian kids in school.
Fuck's sake, like seriously, I don't know if you got up on your Nazi side of the bed today because I've been roofing you and I know that you can be not a fucking Nazi idiot. And if you want to be the lowest denominator in this room, like doing all this profiling Nazi propaganda, go to a men's room, for God's sake.
We are going to have different, I know you're going to think this is not a different viewpoint, but it is what it is right now. And we're going to keep this kind of balance. Like, let's have a discussion. So, Dean, you're going to go ahead and go and talk next. Go for it.
I am going to make sure, however, Pepe, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to not allow you in rooms I'm moderating.
So you're going to, so you in other words, you want to side with the Jews.
I will kick you out.
And you want to throw bagels and cream cheese at
I love bagels
Christian
and
boys
cream
and girls.
cheese.
And so why would you throw them at
bagels
Christian
and
kids? Why do you do that? You probably spit on those bagels too.
Did you die from a bagel, honey? Did it hurt you?
No, Jews never throw them at Christians.
Yeah, do you know what we do to Jews? We burned them alive.
Oh, amazing.
Oh. So, I don't know, a bagel? Really? Did that hurt you?
And they spit.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they spit.
Oh, they spit. How did that hurt you? I think the ovens a bit worse. I'm just saying. If I had to compare the two.
Why? Does it?
How many bagels? So I won't allow you in any room I'm moderating.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh, did you just find out that Pepe doesn't like Jews and he's a racist, bigot, and hypocrite?
And you are disingenuous, and I don't really like disingenuous. I'm kind of over disingenuous. That's what leftists do, and it's kind of leftist behavior.
It's okay. Got it. Okay, Dean, go ahead. Just make your submission. Go for it.
Peace, Matt. To the topic, Israel versus Iran, Netanyahu versus Iran. Netanyahu overplayed his hand. I don't know what the ultimate objective is. I think the world's waking up to this. Iran is 6 months, 3 years, or whatever sort of immediate duration of having a nuclear weapon. That's a bunch of propaganda and just a pretext to try to topple the government in Iran. And I think now what's going on is interesting. We'll see how it ends up. I think ultimately, my forecast as I look at it, it's going to be somewhat of a stalemate. There's going to be intermediaries that are going to intervene, whether it's Putin, whoever knows, and they're going to...
How can there be a stalemate when Israel can just keep on bombing them? They can't do anything about it, but Iran, they're kind of like, they're just getting destroyed.
I don't... Getting destroyed, I don't...
Like their weaponry, yeah. I mean,
They should be. They fund Houthi, Hezbollah, every known terrorist organization. They should be destroyed.
Let Dean go. Dean's kind of long, but go ahead. You keep going. On 45 to a minute. Go for it.
This notion of getting quote unquote destroyed, I thought the objective was to sort of collapse the nuclear capability of Iran. From my understanding, most of the most sensitive and significant nuclear assets are underground, which Israel can't reach. So, the objective that I did obtain that, sustain mass bombardment in Iran and bombardment to Israel. The Iron Dome isn't so iron. So, I think there's going to be sort of public pressure within Israel to adjourn this immediately. There's going to be international pressure. I think ultimately, assert themselves in Iran's going to emerge standing, but still survive.
Those maggot mullahs is like tough. Like, what are you talking about? Like, they literally can't use jets. They can't use bombers. And what are they going to end up sending troops across Iraq? Iraq will fucking smoke them before they get to Israel. Like, what? Like, literally, what can they do?
Stop it! Let him finish! Go ahead.
So, yeah.
Will that impede?
Unless the Iranian government, the Ayatollahs, Khomeini, all of them, unless they're completely obliterated and a regime change ensues, this would seem like a failed mission. And ultimately, if they survive, which it looks like they will emerge even stronger because they survived the great, mighty Israel. And Israel, can I?
You can talk a little louder. Can you get it out faster? Like, hook the fucking wagon, man.
He's the Alan Dean of that side, so no, it's all
Jesus Christ, it's painful.
No, go ahead, Dean. 15 seconds of it. Like, make it concise. Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah, he's also 40 years younger than Alan Dean. Like, you need to speed it up. Come on.
Tell about something about the war. What's happening now? Hold on. I'd like to join you guys. Because I want to he said it was a gun only one hand, and then he said
Wait, Daniel. I get where you're coming from on your side. As soon as he finishes, the sooner it'll be over. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, no need to fight. So ultimately, I think it was a hasty mission by Netanyahu. I think he wanted to dissolve any attempts at any sort of agreement, nuclear agreement, which the reports are showing Iran was more than enthusiastic to work towards. And I don't think he ultimately wants peace. He wants to further throw the Middle East into destabilization. Anyway, I like it.
They weren't willing to work on them. Like, they literally came back with the last proposal and said, no, we don't agree. In fact, Israel needs to go through the non-proliferation process, and we should be allowed to keep on making uranium. So in other words, it's just like they want to disarm Israel but arm themselves. It's kind of weird.
And also, Israel is doing this now in Israel, so I think the majority of Israel is going to support this. We said at the beginning that nuclear thing is propaganda, which is a big deal because then you said exactly what we should do to stop it. And we cannot reach it. So that's propaganda is nothing. And in fact, they are working on the entire discussion. That's what we were listening to this. Not just working on this propaganda. I don't get it. I'm trying to understand why he's saying propaganda. We actually say what it is. And we cannot move on. In order to form it and to believe.
Ask me a question. If I can finish, I waited till you were done. So he's been.
Yeah, I'm quick and you're like taking like 5 hours. But
yeah, because they don't like intelligence sort of counter to their propaganda. He asked me a question, I'm answering it. So for over 30 years, Netanyahu has been asserting, predicated on some sort of intelligence, Iran was either 6 months to 3 to 5 years away from a nuclear weapon. over 30 years. At some point, one becomes incredulous concerning this information, and it's only logical from any objective point of view to question it.
Millions of people now are tired of having broken or missing people or ready to get information from So, I hope America First advisors around Donald Trump will prevail, and Trump will keep his promise to American people and be America First.
I would like to say something.
I'm just curious. You say America First. You guys are so disingenuous. You guys are so disingenuous. So, as somebody who's actually America First, it's so ironic that I hear so many Arabs come and tell us about how you guys should be America First. Well, I mean, but it's just very disingenuous. Like, you guys basically just want Israel to suffer and go wrong. So it probably doesn't be America First. We have different goals, though.
I think it's a I would say something. I think it's threat also to America. I think it's threat to Israel. I would like to say something to Dean very quickly, guys.
Yeah, listen. I want to spread the mic around. Hold on. Who wants to ask that question? Who's speaking right now?
It was me.
Go ahead. I do want to spread it around. Go ahead.
Yeah, this won't be long. So, Dean, you don't sound like you really know what you're talking about. Whether Iran has a nuclear bomb, Israel should have gone to Iran in way earlier, years back, right? Who was the ultimate responsible of October 7th? Who is the proxy Hezbollah? These people have killed a ton of Israelis. If Israel would have gotten into Iran, they would have saved many, many lives. So I don't want to hear this bullshit about, oh my God, they're going in and they want to destabilize everything. You don't know what you're talking about. Second of all, what you think would have happened?
That would be amazing
Israel
because
said, you know what? I want to go
what
in.
they've done
I want to
basically
destroy
is to
the
just
nuclear
stay in
bombs
the
and
little.
leave. What do you think would happen? Iran would do the same thing. They would shoot missiles. There would be a war if Israel just went in to destroy the nuclear bombs. There would be war anyways. Israel's smart because they knew that Iran is going to go ahead and start a war with this. So they decided, let's decapitate all the leaders. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if I could respond to that, Israel has debilitated Hezbollah and these other sort of proxy outfits. Kudos to them for trying to go into Iran. I was going with Netanyahu. He said the X amount of way.
Kudos to them.
This is necessary for us to now go and stifle this attempt. This is what he said. This is what he said their objective is. Right? So you can speculate about whatever you want and say it's something else. Going on what he said. Again, he's been saying this for over 30 years. Right? That's a problem. Number two, yes, ma'am.
Everyone expects to continue.
Yeah, so again, it just seems hollow. It seems he has an agenda to destabilize destabilize the region predicated on whatever whim he's operating in. And Kitover played his hand.
Whatever whim?
That's a very weird claim. You made the same claim about the International Atomic Energy Commission, which on June 9th said that Iran was escalating its attempts to weaponize its enrichment of uranium. Are they also trying to destabilize the region? Because they made a draft resolution, to the UN Security Council, drawing a alarm to this. This is just a few days ago on June 9th. You're being very disingenuous. When it comes to Iraq, Israel was one nation whose intelligence agency found that there were weapons of mass destruction incorrectly but there were 43 other nations whose intelligence agencies found the same region. Those countries reversed the victims and the abusers and the genociders and the people who are trying to sustain themselves against the stated intention to commit genocide against the Jewish people and against Israel. You reverse the victim and the genocider. Why do you do that?
Okay, so just to add a little bit more to this, I think I would disagree with your framing of what Israel did as some kind of impulsive, reckless. I think it makes a lot of sense that they did it in this particular time. I think it was actually quite calculated when you look at the context of everything. So I've been thinking about this, and first of all, talks and indications from intelligence towards Iranian intention to weaponize and motivation for the nuclear abilities. And then we look at just the fact that they did have someone of the proxies. I think that's the point. I think because the proxies are weakened, it actually is high time for Israel. It's like the perfect opportunity to get into Iran, and they are consistent. At least they've always said we are not going to allow Iran to develop a nuclear weapon. They've had this doctrine, I think it's called the Dagan doctrine, for decades, and so I think that this is just high time for them. This was high time for them from a strategic point of view. It doesn't mean I agree with it. I'm just saying I don't think it was reckless or impulsive for Netanyahu. And for the other thing that you said earlier, when you said that this is just going to end up being sort of like a loose situation for them because they don't have the ability to penetrate into deep underground into the nuclear weapons. I think they're aware of that, but I think the whole strategy relies on trying to incentivize America to join. So I think they're trying to provoke or prolong this so that America is somehow provoked into joining, and through their capabilities and their coordination, I think it would definitely weaken the nuclear.
Yeah, so that's to my point over playing their hand. America's not going to get directly involved, or I mean, from my understanding, there are back channels to try to bring this to an end. So America's not going to get involved. We know in the MAGA right now, there are lying positions about how, whether it's Tucker Carlson and sort of the sect he represents, how they're seeing the play, and they don't want to be embroiled in a Middle East war, another one, after the debacles of Afghanistan, Iraq. It's lunacy. For which reason? You bring up the IAEA. This is the first time Iran has violated, allegedly, in almost 20 years. So, that being the case, and there are arguments that the IAEA is even working from a politicized point of view and they lack objectivity. Whatever the case, this is groundwork for more negotiations, not some preemptive attack on a sovereign country. Again, to your own point, they want to drag the U.S. into it. As Americans, and I'm not anti-Israel or whatever, this is solely on Netanyahu's hands. Shout out to Israel, they deserve to exist, all that good jazz. Netanyahu wants to embroil the U.S. in a quagmire. It is lunacy. And based on what evidence do you say that? Based on what?
May I say something, B?
Hold on. Based on what?
Yeah, based on what evidence? Yeah.
I hear you loud and clearly. The thing is, it's not that America is not all right. US is the biggest supporter of Israel, and in Asia, India is the biggest supporter of Israel. And what Israel has done, if Israel had not done that, US would have to go and do it. Because can you even visualize Iran having nuclear weapons? What the hell is going to happen in the Middle East? I mean, there is no way Iran should be allowed to have nuclear weapons. Period. I don't know what are you talking about here? So what Israel has done is excellent job. Their top leadership is gone. The nuclear scientists are gone. Air chief is gone. This is gone. That is gone. Khomeini is under bunker, and it's right time for the regime change. There has to be democracy. The people of Iran have to be liberated. No more killings. Let me finish, Noah. No more killings of people who are not wearing burqa or covering their hair, and no more killing of these young people who want to be liberated. I mean, it's a time for regime change in Iran. That's it. Carry on. Noah, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to jump on something you made. That's why I just wanted to point out, however, like despite some of the achievements they made and obstructing the nuclear process, I think the risk with this now is they've also it kind of leads to a paradox where if they don't completely destroy it or annihilate it, now what they're going to do is accelerate Iranian efforts to weaponize and to develop the nuclear capabilities. So it's kind of it's a bit of a risky situation for Israel.
It's risky for the world. It's risky for the entire world. But the truth of the matter is, a nuclear Iran cannot be allowed to exist. And that has to be on the international community to recognize they have funded terror around the world. They cannot be allowed to exist.
Why not?
Well, just to be clear, for Israel is much bigger, Dean, and I will answer you why not. Well, if you hear every single time that Khomeini making a speech, and you hear all of his other people shouting death to Israel, when you hear his rhetoric, Israel will come to an end, so on and so forth. When you see how much they sponsor terrorism and this ring of terrorism fire surrounding Israel, Hezbollah and Houthis and Hamas and the PHN and so on and so forth, obviously you will not want them to have nuclear weapons. Now, for those people who say that it is critical why Israel should allow to have it and not Iran, well, Israel never said that Iran will cease to exist and Iran have to die and have to be eliminated and so on and so forth. That never happened. Israel doesn't have this type of rhetoric, nor they sponsor those types of things that happen against Iran.
Israel.
Bad.
Thank you, kind sir. We do have the protection with Israel of the Iron Dome, and that works. We've had it, 5 years. So you're welcome. That's our technology. Collaboration with Israel.
Yeah, so again, Saudi Arabia was in competition with Iran up until recently as being one of the greatest purveyors of quote-unquote radical Islam terrorism, right? They have nuclear weapon, all right? Allegedly.
Oh, really?
Let's be honest, nobody's worried about anybody. If you're going to worry about a country going rogue because they're fucking wackadoodles, it's Iran. When you go around actually talking about the great Satan in the West, and you're picking a fight, you're going to get a fight. And you're getting close to developing nuclear weapons, you got to be taken out.
Yeah, the U.S. and the West role in Iran over the the past 60 years, that does equate to a great Satan. I don't know why people act so daft in these things. The U.S. hasn't been an angel.
They are a regime that oppresses their people. I'm sorry, they have to go. Everybody in the internet, why are you an IRGC apologist? That's what I think everybody in the room should be asking.
Yeah, no,
What's the party?
it is a question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Now, it's a good
Let me answer Zane.
Dean, hold on.
Let's answer Zane.
Like, what is this defense of this particular regime? Like, what's the end game for you? That's the question I have. Like, for people that are just so adamant about making sure that, Iran gets nukes.
Because they're paid for it.
Right.
I don't know if you guys know, but the IRGC people are paid to be.
No, just hold on a second. I want to hear what Dean says to this. Just hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead, Dean.
Yeah, a couple things. I'm American first, number one. Number two,
Well, what are you second?
Matt, come on, bro. We're going to have dialogue.
Just let him go.
Where are you from? I'm just here.
Just let him go.
Oh, I'm not letting this dog get off the boat. No.
I know you are, Ella. I got you. Good.
I'm getting the bottom of this shit. Ain't nobody defending the IRGC and letting it go unchecked. Sorry.
I'm not letting him go either. I got questions for him too.
He's got to finish though. So
They make all of the dirty sharmutas wear a hijab on their poor faces. That's pretty cool.
What the heck?
Okay, please stop. I'm offended by that remark, please.
Yeah,
Okay,
me too.
Dean, go ahead. You guys, everybody else. Go ahead, Sarah. Do you want to say something? Go.
First of all, wait, hold on. I want to say something, okay? Because as all of you
that I represent.
No. Dean, we've heard enough. Okay? Pepe is saying something offensive. Listen, y'all are upset because I'm calling black people N-words and porch monkeys. Oh, that's offensive. Don't you know that's offensive? Yes. That's why I said it. So again, y'all are sitting up in here chastising Pepe for doing something that Pepe knows damn well what he is doing. And quite frankly, he has a right to do it.
And I have a right to not like it. See, this is the beauty of America. I love it.
We love America.
God bless America.
Can I say something?
Yes, get in your voice.
I'm very old. I actually remember the Shah of Iran. So, the Shah was the ruler of Iran for many years, and he wasn't an angel, okay? But this fanatic Islamist regime took over, and everybody seems to have forgotten that somehow the Ayatollah has always been the ruler of Iran. No. The other thing is that Iran has been saying for a long time, in 10 years, sorry I'm getting thunder and lightning here, in 10 years Israel will no longer exist. That was more than 10 years ago. Israel has quietly, or the Mossad has quietly, for many years, gone into Iran and blown up their uranium capacity to make it Iran, and Iran had signed treaties that said that Americans can come in and inspect their facilities. I think they allowed that to actually happen once or twice. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact numbers, but they stopped allowing the inspections to happen at some point. But that didn't stop Mossad. So Mossad has quietly, or Israel, has quietly been trying to save the world from World War III by quietly disrupting Iran's.
I'm sorry. I have to come in. I have to open my mic because you're just saying some bullshit stuff here. And when
Yeah, you did your wrong.
Just the opposite.
I apologize.
No, it's the opposite of what I just said. Israel has been quietly going in and disrupting Iran's capability of making the uranium ready for a nuclear bomb. Okay? So you got the opposite of what I said. I don't know why. All right? And so this is not a new thing, is my point. The thing that really bothers me is that nobody is saying how many bombs have been sent from Iran to Israel. I believe the last couple of days there have been 300. So I wonder why Israel is being looked at as being aggressive. Thanks.
Can I ask you a question, Jack? They're being looked at as being the aggressor because they initiated this war. This one said,
Okay, that's bullshit.
And they acted on it.
every time I get
So it's not an initiation when you fund the Houthis to attack that's not initiation. This got initiated a long time ago.
every time I get off my
Unless you aren't paying attention, when was this war initiated? If you think it was initiated 5 days ago, no, you can't.
no problem.
If a few days ago you just start paying attention and you think Israel initiated this, maybe you need to catch up.
Dean, I feel like the reason why you're not able to speak, Dean, is, I brought this point up before you came into the room. I think that through this conversation about Middle Eastern politics, people are experiencing their own unique and rightful form of Black fatigue. It's just what it is. I feel like, you definitely need to kind of just roll with it and just, chill out, put the bananas down and, let's have a conversation. But truthfully speaking, this conversation realistically only involves Jews and Muslims. It really has nothing to do with Black people.
And that's a question I was going to ask Dean. I mean, how much involvement should Black people have in this particular discussion?
None, absolutely not.
I agree.
Absolutely not.
No. These people are not going to answer that.
Wait, okay, let me say something real quick.
Let's take a deep, just answer it really quick, and then we go to Big. Okay? Thank you.
Really quick.
I know. Go ahead, Dean.
They definitely should have a say because, number one, our financial support for Israel. Number two, per the submission of the young lady on stage where she intimated that that's Netanyahu's broader objective is to drag the U.S. into this conflict. We know African Americans are a sizable part of the U.S. military. So this notion that we shouldn't have a say is preposterous. We know this region.
Wait a minute. Let me cook on this for a second. So, Dean, because we know each other from a lot of spaces where you have many Black people in America, okay, with a predominantly white tax base that feels that certain issues that Black America is discussing on this app should not hold conversation with said white people. So, I mean, don't you find it very funny that you make an argument that because of tax dollars and tax support and monetary support, Black Americans should have something to say about a conflict that's happening 7,000 miles away from U.S. soil. However, in the same breath, here on U.S. soil and in communal tax base, white people are not able to have a conversation about Black issues. Tell me how that makes sense, Dean.
Well, unlike the others on the stage, I don't gatekeep discussions. Again, I'm American. There are literally American assets in the regions, military bases, etc. Some of these people are literally Black Americans. So this notion they don't have a say, and then the broader implication of us getting enrolled in there, it's absurd to say we don't have a say. Cool. I'm with Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. If you don't think Americans should have a say, which includes Black folks, don't ask for any financial, military support, etc. That would be my ideal position. If Israel wants to do what they want to do,
Dean, I have a question for you. What do you suppose, since you care about the military, hold on, I have a question. Since you care about the military, as we all should, what do you suppose we would do? Let's say Mexico is chanting death to America, we're going to overtake you, we will wipe you off the map. They're currently producing weapons of mass destruction on our southern border. What do you imagine? We find it odd that we're going to dictate to a foreign country who is being threatened on the daily. These people go into bomb shelters nearly every fucking day. I'm sorry.
Well, you go into bomb shelters daily when you choose to genocide the neighboring people. How
Muslim first.
I'm still talking.
Muslim first.
Okay, also, it's a mutually beneficial relation.
You're in the matrix. But I want to.
Yeah, but we also don't interrupt white women on this stage. We are going to let this white woman speak.
Sarah speaking. She's a
I want to say something because I don't see any Iranian on the stage right now. But I want to say something because Dean is just saying things, and I don't really know if you only have the interest of America.